Hey guys, Rich here from Custom Tech, and today on the channel we are going to be doing a teardown or showing you a tutorial on how to retrieve a foreign object from your Xbox One should your child, or yourself even, for some unknown reason, place something in the disk drive. Basically, a client has brought this Xbox One to me because their 2-year-old child has actually shoved from their router the little card you get for your passwords and router details. They've shoved it into the disk drive, which unfortunately has stopped the disk drive functioning. When you try and load a disk in, it just jams and won't go into the drive fully. So what we have done is the client started to strip the Xbox One down, realised maybe it's a little bit too difficult for their skill set, so they've then contacted me and asked me if I would be able to fix it. So I've just reassembled the console here loosely, just placed everything back on so you can see what it's like. We'll switch over to my workstation and I will actually show you the process of stripping it apart, etc. So I will meet you over there in a second. We'll get a camera set up and I will show you how to go about retrieving a foreign object should it find its way into your Xbox One. Teardown of an Xbox One. Now I can't show you the full tutorial for the simple fact that it has partly been disassembled already. But if I just get the top cover here, you can see that there is some security tags on the back of. So if I just turn the main console around, you'll see here a little socket that this is the security lock for removing the top cover. And basically what you want to do is put the screwdriver in, pull down, which pushes the front up, and what that will do is release the first tag here, and then you want to work your way along with a screwdriver, just popping the rest of these tags, and then the top cover will pop off. Now you want to be careful when you do pop the top cover off, rotate it forward 90 degrees, and inside there's actually a little ribbon which does the eject and power button. You do not want to rip this thing off fully without disconnecting that, because you're going to go and you're going to break all the front connectors. After that, we've got a little 2-pin plug which does the sound for the Xbox One, and then there's a little tag. Push it in, lift up, that will remove. After that, you've got the Wi-Fi card. Now this has been pre-disassembled, so I've sort of just assembled it back together loosely to give anyone an idea. But basically, a little child or their child has pushed the BT card you get on your home hub with your password. They've pushed it into the DVD drive. Now, this is more like a CD drive in your car where no tray comes out like the old Xbox 360. So unfortunately, the only way to retrieve it is to strip it down. After removing the top cover, you want to take off this little wire which is on the front panel that goes to the Wi-Fi card, and then there's also one on the Wi-Fi card. 2 screws, remove those. All of the sockets are Torx bits. You want a T6, a T8. Those are the 2 you'll want, but it's a star-shaped. It's a star-shaped tool. Most people call them star-shaped, but they are actually called Torx bits. So you want some of those. You can pick them up cheaply from Maplins for a couple of quid. So remove those screws. You want to wiggle the Wi-Fi card very slowly, sort of rock it back and forth, and it will come out. There's a little plug that is connected to the underside of this metal case. Do not force it, just take some time with it, because you will actually break the connector. After that, we've got 8 T8 Torx size bolts that go right through the entire case, and they actually hold on. Now they've already been undone, but I just popped them back in to give you guys just to show you. So you want to pull all of these out, and they actually hold the top cover on, and they hold the entire chassis to the bottom plastic cover as well. So once we've taken all of those out, just lift up very gently. There's no wires. Well, there is a wire actually on the underneath. A little plug, sorry, for the Wi-Fi card. So you want to lift this tray very carefully and just same sort of thing, rock like you did the Wi-Fi card. You want to rock this plug and just remove it from its connector very gently. Once doing that, you'll be inside to what we need to get to then is the CD drive. So you want to pull your SATA cable out, your power cable out, and then the drive will literally just lift out. Then you want to pop these 2 connectors off, and that will remove the locating bracket. So I'll set the console aside now. Once doing that, what you want to do is, if I get the right side, you want to undo these 4 screws. Now there's 2 underneath the anti-vibration band, so you want to take those off as well, and then with a little screwdriver you just want to go in between the top case and the side and prise it up. Now I have pre-done most of this, but it's just as an example. Once doing that, very carefully turn it over, and there's some black tags. What you want to do is just get your nail under them and prise them up, he says. So just prise them up and they will actually pop off. Can be a little bit fiddly. Once doing that, turn it back over and very gently you want to wiggle you can push on the back here where the SATA and everything connects, and once we've got these clips off fully, the drive will actually slide on out, he says. So that's it. Push down and slide out. I forgot what I've done, and I've already done it once. Very carefully remove this from the remaining outer tray. Try not to catch any of the material, the ribbons and wires. Turn it over. Now the reason I say carefully, on the back here we've got a series of springs and cogs and mechanisms that operate the disc in and out. So you know, the eject and everything. So you want to very, very carefully remove those. Upon doing so, you will see this little black thing here with this white disc. What you want to do is pop a little screwdriver in here and prise it outwards. What that will do is, if we actually do it now, very gently, you only want to prise it a fraction. You don't want to prise it too much, just enough to get it past the disc. Once doing that, you'll see that this is spring loaded here. Lift the spring up and then this tray will come out. And what Microsoft have done, they've done this to allow you so you can actually get into the DVD drive. Now, if I grab I'm very prepared here, guys, as always, or anything will do actually, but basically the BT Wi-Fi card the child had shoved in the drive was actually stuck in like so, like fully in the CD drive. So by using this tab, by taking it up, I was able to fish the BT card out, therefore saved us having to buy a new drive, saved us having to buy a new Xbox, and it's quite a relatively easy fix. Now what you want to do upon dropping this back down, once you've retrieved your foreign object, is make sure that you bend that tag back over. If you don't, then obviously this is going to try and spring up when you load a disc in, or game, which is going to cause you issues, and you're going to have to strip it back down. You do not want to put the Xbox back together and find out that you forgot to do that and have to strip the entire thing down. You can actually plug this back into the power connectors on the Xbox and just check that the CD drive is working, power the Xbox up, it's not going to cause any damage, and just drop a disc in, as I have done, just to see that it works. But I thought I'd bring you this little tutorial. If you're pretty handy with a screwdriver, you know, if you're pretty good with DIY and that, this is relatively simple. Just be mindful of all these little springs and cogs that operate the disk drive. And
so we've seen the how to remove a foreign object from the Xbox there, guys. I've actually reassembled it, got it back together here. Just follow the processes that I showed you, obviously in reverse order. Thought I'd just bring you at the end of the video, thought we'd switch over now and just show you that the Xbox is working. It's always nice to see that I've achieved something. As you can see, the Xbox has lit up there. If we take a disc, it's actually Paw Patrol, one of my daughters. As you can see, the DVD drive is now functional. Before, we couldn't insert the disc. It would actually stick out slightly because of the foreign object in the disc drive. And we can also see, hopefully, that the eject works. There you go. So that's it, guys. How to remove a foreign object from your Xbox One. And it's fully functional, which is always a bonus. Anyway, thanks for checking us out. Thanks for you know, watching the video. Hopefully it's helped some of you guys, sort of, you know, stopped you from panicking if you've got some children that have put you know, a small foreign object in your Xbox and you're worried you're going to have to buy a new one or replace the drive, etc. Hopefully this just showed you, you know, there are ways around it and it actually can be solved. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, hit that dislike. Drop down in the comments, you know, things that you'd like to see in the future, ways I could improve the channel. You know, I'm starting out, I'm in the early stages here, but I appreciate any feedback to help the channel grow and make the content better for you guys. Anyway, this has been Rich from Custom Tech, and I hope to see you again shortly.